All right, I think we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to call this meeting to order officially, and we'll go ahead and start with roll call.
Nancy Bell, Library Director.
Janet Vasco, member.
Lisa Weeks, President.
Nancy Baird, member.
Rick Spears, tennis coach member.
Doug Iverson, Vice President.
Thank you.
Okay, wonderful. So,
Travis.
Travis, I'm sorry.
That's okay, Travis Lipton, member.
Invisible member, apparently. Okay, now we'll go ahead and move on to the first item on the agenda, which is to approve the minutes from October 14th and the October 30th meeting that we had, the impromptu meetings. Nancy was kind enough to provide us with the meeting minutes.
Thank you, Nancy.
Rec corrected one. So the printed copy is the fully updated one. I also emailed Travis an updated copy. Travis noticed that in the special meeting, the last action item didn't have the second and motion carried.
Oh,
So
good.
I updated that. Breck was the second of that motion.
You noticed it too? Or was I the one?
Yeah, you were the one who noticed it. And
Wasn't I the one that seconded?
Yeah, you were the one who seconded it.
That's why I
That's why you
looked for my
noticed. You're
second.
like, I know my name should.
Okay,
Anyone
anyone?
make a motion that we approve the minutes? Can we do both at once? Or,
Yes, we can.
for both meetings.
I'll second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All those
Aye.
opposed?
I'll abstain to the meeting I wasn't here for.
Fair enough.
I'll approve the October 30th.
Motion is carried. Okay, next item on the agenda. Oh, public comment. Is anybody here to make a public comment? Okay, no public. So we will move on from that. The next item on the agenda is the trustee essentials number 9, managing the library's money. Nancy, would you like to give us a little tutorial?
So I went ahead and chose this one just because our agenda today is mostly approving invoices and looking at financial documents, and so was the last
Very
meeting.
well related.
And we're gonna keep doing it through the renovation, so I just wanted to go over like a brief managing the library's money. So approving library expenditures, so every meeting it's on the agenda that you review and approve all of the expenditures. That's through the check register has all of the itemized payments that are made every month. Anything that is not already budgeted for needs to have a special item, which is why like the PRA invoices are on the agenda this month, each of them. So we'll just go through this. The library board approves the annual budget, any budget adjustments necessary through the year. So we just went through that budgetary process. The library director, myself, is delegated authority to make purchases within the budget and according to board-approved purchasing policies. So we have something in our own policies, it's our expenditure policy, where anything that is over $1,000, I need to contact Lisa and have her written approval to move forward with it, and then at the next board meeting, we'll all approve it. Anything over $5,000 needs to go to full library board approval, so that's like a separate policy that we have as well. Responsible for preparing vouchers for all expenditures, monthly list of all expenditures, monthly financial statement. Luckily, I don't actually have to do it all the time. Sean does it for us, so that's delightful. Monthly board meeting, library board audits and approves payment of expenditures, reviews and approves the financial statement. Basically, just by approving this, we are already signing the vouchers, unless there is something that is out of the ordinary, in which case it has to be set separately. Otherwise, every month we're only approving the stuff that's already budgeted for, so it doesn't have to be signed separately. And then, number 6, expenditures approved by the board for payment out of any library held trust gift fund accounts are made by the board treasurer or other designee of the board. So for us, it is either the library board president and myself, and then, or in the case where you weren't here in person, Doug was able to sign for it. So recommended by board, that board policy and bylaws require 2 signatures, one being board treasurer or president for any payment or withdrawal out of a library held account. So that is our separate form we have that requires that. Financial statements, we present financial statements and the general public can show up to the meetings and ask questions if they so wish. Otherwise, they're understandable at the meetings. So, yep, last month, year-to-date expenditures, total income and expenditures for last month and year-to-date, budget balances. And yeah, feel free to study them, take them home, overlook them. If you have any questions for previous financial statements, I should have documents of them, and I do for this year.
Okay.
at least. And then gifts and donations, which has kind of come up before. So we can, or the library board can deposit gift, bequest, devise, and endowment funds in a savings checking account. All other library income, fines and fees have to be deposited with the municipality. So that's kind of where some of the confusion comes between like the OACF funds and then our separate municipal funds. So that's kind of the dividing line between those funds.
They're not really saying we have to do it the way we're doing, which is funnel through the city, but
Correct.
that's just an extra step for us.
Yeah. So
We decided that one about 4 months ago, that we do it that way.
Longer, I think, but I know.
Mary was here, right?
yeah.
Wasn't that her idea?
Well, the city wanted it, so
They did.
we said, okay, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's for the auditing process to just make sure everything is being properly like accounted for. And so even for like our end of year statements, like when we talk about the annual report, all of those numbers have to be imported into the annual report anyway. So like those numbers are fully public.
Right.
It doesn't really matter. So library law provides that library boards have exclusive control of all funds collected, donated, or appropriated for the library fund. However, library boards have the legal authority to maintain custody of gift, bequest, devise, and endowment funds. So the library board is the only people that can access the OACF funds. However, the expenditures of funds that are held by the municipality have to be approved by the library board, and then the actual disbursements happen by the municipal treasurer clerk. And then there's some alternatives for how to handle gifts and bequests if that happens. We transfer the gift over to the foundation.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yep, any funds in library custody, we have policies for, we have financial practices and controls, which we kind of went over last time. And then, like I just kind of said, on the annual report, the library board is responsible for approving the state required annual report, providing a copy to the system, which also includes all of the finances on it. And then, yeah, that is everything in this document.
Thank you for that overview, that was good. Good reminder.
Yeah.
Okay, any questions or comments on that? Okay, we'll go ahead and move on to the next one, director's report. Nancy.
It's me again.
You know what, you just had the floor the entire night.
Okay, let me just see. Share this for Travis.
Did you send that? Did I miss it? Was it attached?
It's on the back, because it's double-sided. So it's like,
Yeah, so maybe I did
it jumps
that.
from the special meeting minutes to the October 2025. Great, so like I mentioned last month, we don't have an accurate way to track how many visits we have this month. So that is left off of here. 1,194 active card users, 557 questions asked. So I think we had just slightly less active card users this month and way more questions asked, like over 100 more questions were asked this month. Maybe all about the renovation.
Construction,
yeah. Circulation is staying just about the same as it did last month, so that's fine. Like even the percentage breakdown is the same. 76% physical items, 24% digital items, still 55% of those all being audio. We had more online access this month for our Wi-Fi users, and even though we only had 226 unique computer sessions, it seems like more of the same people were coming in over that period for 8,652 minutes. And then meeting rooms, we had a lot of meeting room reservations this month. We had 100 meeting room reservations.
Wow.
I think last month was only 67. I mean, I think this room was closed for a week and a half last month, or the month before, but still 100 meeting room reservations with 234 hours used. So 63 small room reservations, 37 large room reservations, so the large rooms being this room and the Nash room.
Nancy,
Jorgensen and the romper room are gonna be the small ones. Yeah,
there was some discussion that people were coming in the wrong exits or entrances you were gonna limit. We were gonna limit meeting rooms. Has that improved? People start to come in the proper exit?
yeah, it has improved. It has not been an issue since we put up all of the signage that we have. The only thing that's happened is now people think we're fully closed right now, so it's had
I
almost a little
suppose,
bit.
yeah.
But we did have somebody who came in the side door, you are open. So that was nice, and I hope they spread the word about it, and that people don't think we're fully closed. We're hoping that that main entrance will reopen sooner than we thought, so maybe like mid-December would be reopening, fingers crossed, rather than waiting all the way to the end of
When
January.
it's time to leave after the meeting, Doug, make sure I go out the right exit.
Yeah, all the way up and around. Yeah, and then because of so much meeting rooms, we're really trying to keep at least the Jorgensen room open and available for meeting room use, even when we pull everything down here. We were thinking we were gonna change the Jorgensen room into my office for the 3 months, and I told them to not put me in there. I was like, I'll just hide in a corner with a laptop, it's fine. So we're gonna keep that as open as possible, as well with the romper room. We're gonna try and keep that open too, even when we're pulling everything
What
down
are
here.
those months?
So that's going to be starting end of January, so February, March, April, May, June, so like 5 months.
We
5
can meet
months in
by
there.
Zoom or outside, it's nice.
Yeah, hopefully when it's nice. And then all of the rooms down here will be unfortunately unavailable between June and September, because that's when the construction comes down to this floor. So we won't have these available. We will have the other the brand new study room available at that time on the first floor.
So are the books, where are the books going from the adult side?
Books, what books?
Get me started.
So so at the end of January, we're probably going to close for a week to make this possible. So all of our current collection needs to move where it will be for 5 months. So all the adult and teen is going to be coming into this room.
Okay, so this is the room
So
where
this will be
people
the
come in
room
and
where
browse.
people can come
Okay.
in and browse.
That's
Yeah.
what I was trying to get at, yeah.
Yes. We were just talking about the logistics last week to try and figure it all out and make sure. Programs, 21 total programs, 858 participants. Yeah, we had amazing turnout, and then $93,623 is our estimated value of services. I found the report that specifically says what item type was checked out. So now I can do the really specific version for a more accurate version of the estimated value of services. So before I was just saying all the stuff that was checked out was a paperback book, which is the cheapest version, just to make sure I wasn't lying on the other side. And so now this is a much more accurate representation of what our estimated value of services is.
What would you say was the most popular program this last month?
The most popular program by far was the Slightly Spooky program.
Which one?
Slightly Spooky, which I have made a whole sheet for.
Ah.
Because we had 135 people come to that one event. Here's Linda and Susie in their costumes, which was super, super fun. There were 22 volunteers that came for that event.
Wow.
That was amazing. I mean, it was just so supported by the community.
Were you able to stop in for that?
I actually worked that night. I worked up until close that evening, so I was there to like help bring people into the building and then close up right before the event.
I was looking for you in a costume.
I'm not there in the costume. I think I just wore all black that day. It was like, I'm Halloween.
You got ninja?
Yeah, it counts. So yeah, so you can see all of the fun stuff. So we had Read to a Scout, that I'll mention again later. We had a dance party, and there was like pizza over here. A shout out to Roadhouse Pizza. They gave us an amazing discount and deal on pizzas. We got 28 pizzas, and they charged us $10 a pizza. Yeah, so shout out to Roadhouse for letting us do that. And then here's some more Read to a Scout, and then we had the romper room was in full swing. People were using that space as well. And then we had the Nash room with some Halloween crafts as well. So it was an amazing time. The cap for this program is actually 100. We went far beyond that, and that's actually even with a couple of cancellations of families. So we did have to turn some people away when they called and asked if they could still come, and we're like, we're at capacity. We're at capacity. But next year maybe we can do more when we have the full building available
Yeah.
and things like that.
That's really exciting.
Yeah, it was so fun. It was great to see all of the kiddos and some parents too come in their costumes. There was a Coraline somewhere who was great. She was like in a yellow raincoat with the blue hair. It was so good. It was so good. And then additionally, some more community engagement highlights. So Susie went to the Ripon Fire Department open house. So there's a table hosted there with library resources and some giveaways. We had the Girl Scout troop here, so you can see this is a Girl Scout, this one's a Girl Scout, and this one's a Girl Scout. And then we had some Boy Scouts as well over here. So they attended Slightly Spooky and were reading to some of the attendees there as a break from all of the overwhelming activity that was going on. And then we are a pickup location for Santa Club. So Santa Club applications were here in the building for people to pick them up and sign up. And then we also have a 2-dimensional tree upstairs across from the desk because the regular tree would take way too much space.
Exactly.
Just don't have it.
Space is our most precious resource right now. So Linda actually suggested the 2D tree.
That's a good
And it's
idea.
working beautifully. It really is livening up the space upstairs.
Is it out already? Because somebody
It's
just
out
asked
already.
me,
Yeah.
it was somewhere else, and they said, where are all the trees in town? And I'm like, I don't know, I haven't seen one, but is it recent?
I think we put it up last week.
Okay, so
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause
if
they
I
were
run into
taking-
anybody else, I'll say, go to the
They were
library.
taking applications up until after November 1st.
Okay.
So yeah, but yeah, so you can pick up you can choose one of the ornaments on there with
Where
a
are
picture
the gifts
box.
gonna go, bro?
I know, we were talking about maybe making some kind of tree skirt at the base and stacking the boxes where people drop things off and moving stuff around. We'll figure it out.
Is Travis able to see this where he is?
Yes.
Good. See, Travis, I'm thinking of you.
But yeah, so that is all of the fantastic stuff that is going on from the statistics point of view. And then I have a very long printed version. So upcoming this month, tomorrow we have trivia at Roadhouse Pizza. 6:30 p.m. the library team will be there, Team Book Smarts. We're competing again. Come compete against us, that would be fun.
What time does that start?
6:30.
Okay.
6:30 p.m. at Roadhouse. Yeah. All you need is a phone to participate, just a smartphone. If you want to join the library team and you know things about sports, we'll definitely take you.
I know a little bit about sports, I might be there.
We got all the sports questions wrong last time. And then on Saturday, we have stuff going on from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. for the teens, and then 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. So we have events going on at the same time as the Christmas in the Village downtown that's happening, just to provide an extra free event for some of our families that are participating in Christmas in the Village. So we have DIY fall lanterns for teens at 10 a.m., and then we have the after Christmas in the Village lantern walk for all ages. So there will be a lantern-lit stroll and story walk. There's hot soup, beverages, and cookies. And then you can create your own tin can luminary with local artists from Heartwork Studios will be here as well. Okay, and then Baker and Taylor, the saga continues. So we're still pretty much just ordering from Amazon. I'm working on becoming a Wills cooperative purchasing member, which will allow us to create an Ingram account through their co-op. Otherwise, it would take months at this point because everyone is flocking to Ingram and it's a whole process. So it would cost $199 per year. However, it gives us significant savings on our magazine subscriptions in both actual cost and staff time. So that would be the WT Cox subscription service that I've talked about before. So with becoming a Wills Cooperative purchasing member, it gives us a 20% discount on our magazines, which saves us about $500. And then also it gives us access to Ingram, and then they have over 100 other vendors that would have more cost-effective purchasing as well. And then additionally, Linda met with children's material vendors, Junior Library Guild, and Libraria to also help fill the gaps. It might just be faster for her to purchase things immediately from Junior Library Guild and Libraria because they have less of a process. Libraria is actually a company that's based out of Illinois. So setting things up with them and getting things sent to us is really, really fast on their turnaround.
Just so you need it to add on to your renovation time.
Just more stuff.
Really?
More stuff.
Right at the same
What
time.
else is gonna happen?
See, Baker and Taylor didn't even check with us before
I know.
closing down. I mean, come on.
So rude. Renovation process, so framing, mechanical, electrical, plumbing, rough-ins have all been completed in Ben's office as well as the new circulation area and children's. We are waiting for lighting fixtures for the children's wing and the vestibule. They got back ordered and then there was some shipping delay as well. So those should be sometime this month, those lights should be arriving. We have 2 incredibly generous donors. I don't know if you saw this one on Facebook. So Karen Jackson Stint actually celebrated her 70th birthday and she held a birthday fundraiser. And all the money that she raised, she actually matched and then donated to Boys and Girls Club, Diverse Options, and us. So
That's wonderful.
she dropped off a $3,000 check and we're super, super grateful for that. What a wonderful way to celebrate a birthday. Like, that's
And it was a party. She's my
Did you attend?
sister-in-law.
Oh, is she really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's my sister-in-law. It was a great party too. I mean, it was awesome. Everybody had fun. So
Yeah, some library staff went too.
Yeah, they were there. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that was awesome.
She's a avid pickleball player. I play pickleball with
Oh,
her.
is she really?
You
I need
guys
to get
should join
into
us.
pickleball.
Mondays and Wednesdays, no more 8 to 11.
And then Adam's Rib also, they gave us a call randomly and said, hey, we're going to be distributing checks to some of the local libraries. Can you come by and pick up a check? So they gave us a $500 check.
Wow.
They had a record-breaking community fundraiser this past year, so that was amazing.
Amazing.
So they were able to give everybody $500.
You know, I think the more you get in the news, the more people know about you. Like, we've been
Yeah.
in the news and everybody's thinking about us, so then when they have money, they think, oh,
Oh, they can
library.
use it, yeah.
Up front, in their face, right? Yeah.
The
Yeah,
best
good-
way.
Good point.
And then I have a bunch of staff kudos. So Ben actually attended the WLA, so Wisconsin Library Association Conference. We're super excited to learn and implement new things from the sessions that Ben attended. Susie's been doing a million things. So she went and presented to the Ripon Historical Society about a possible collaboration on a downtown historical walk for summer of next year. Celebrating the 200th anniversary and really just getting more of the Ripon history we're so wealthy in. Art series. So she is coordinating a 5-part series of art lectures to actually be held at Ripon College since none of our spaces will be available. And then also connecting with a Ripon High School art teacher to collaborate on this program, with a capstone being an art showcase by local artists. So it'd be, I think it's 5 actual lectures, and then the 6th event would be the art showcase. So that is something we're trying to get up and running. She also attended a webinar on best marketing practices, which is great because that really dovetails with one of Ben's most impactful sessions that he attended at WLA. And then she's been really looking into the Will Eisner's graphic novel grants. There are 2 grants available through there that both would help us significantly expand our graphic novel and manga collections. So she's trying to get up on that and apply for that. I think the deadline is in January. Memory Cafe, she continues to hold a Memory Cafe program. I think it's every month. So there was a work day to collaborate on future memory care offerings. And she's really focusing on adding even more educational resources for caregivers at these events. That would be fantastic for them. And then additionally coordinating with community partners to be able to hold programs off-site, because again, January through September, we're gonna have very limited meeting room space. So talking to Boys and Girls Club, Senior Activity Center, and I believe there is also a local church that we will be holding one of our book clubs at as well. And then final shout out to Pam and Lisa, who have been working diligently on a community resources document, which I talked about a long time ago. But they put together this document. I mentioned it to them semi-briefly, and they really took it and ran. And so now we have, local food pantries, meal shelters, and then they're expanding now into transportation and basic needs as well. This is pretty hyper-specific to Ripon, unless there's nothing available in Ripon, in which case we're expanding it out to the county. Like here's Father Cars, which is out in Oshkosh. And so it's like this multi-page awesome resource now that we have for staff reference. And then once we expand it more fully, we'll be sharing it with all of our community partners and the rest of the city departments as well.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So
Great.
super excited about that.
Timely.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like,
Exactly.
it's the right time of year to make sure we have all of this information locked in. So incredibly just grateful and pleased with all of Pam and Lisa's work. They've worked so hard on it. And then 2 brief things about myself. So I presented at WLA with Claire Ellen Summersmith and Angela Schneider over at the Winnifox office. Our presentation was called Care Less. Change the way you work, not the work you love. And it was about more like streamlining the work that we do here at the library. So we can't do all of the things, so like let's try and trim it down and focus more.
I was trying to figure out, know the work you love, if that was supposed to be K-N-O-W, but it's not.
Not.
The work.
That's
But
right.
anyway, comment on that title. There's a lot in that title. Explain it, and then I'll understand what you spoke of.
Yeah, Care Less. So there's this idea of vocational awe in education and librarianship where you are tied 100% to your occupation. And so there needs to be this separation of if I am sick, if I need a vacation, I can do that, and it's not at a detriment to the library. It's not at a detriment to the community. So it's a way to take care of yourself and to be more efficient over the long haul by focusing on library mission instead of continuous expansion of what we do. So trying to focus more on what we need to do, especially in times of when you're overwhelmed or you're overextended, and making sure you're pulling back on mission to make yourself more efficient until you're able and capable to handle more.
So care less, does that mean have less anxiety or?
Yeah. It's have less anxiety and not try to control the things that you can't.
Luckily, you have an empty plate and this doesn't
I have an empty
apply to
plate.
you, right?
I have an empty plate.
Someday, maybe.
Someday.
I was like, this has to come in handy for you, I hope, where you're like, okay, I'm gonna care less, because you have a lot going on right now, and I hope that you are taking that to heart, even though you're giving that advice to other people.
But you're doing okay though? I mean, you're.
Yeah, I'm doing okay. Yeah, I mean, I have so much support.
Good.
from-
Who would
from
you
the
talk
staff.
to if it just got really stressful?
If it depends on what it is. If it's day-to-day stuff, I can definitely lean on Ben, Susie, and Linda at any time for help. If it's something more administrational, I can also go to anybody at the city, or I can go to Claire Ellen if it's more library specific. So I have like methods and avenues and people to talk to.
Because she could talk to someone like you too.
Yeah, I can also
absolutely.
talk to Lisa.
Yeah, and I just want you to know that as a board, we support that you may need some time away from this, that this is really a big ask that we have put on you. And I know that you have met the challenge, but we also understand that it can be overwhelming. And so don't be afraid to take care of yourself and take some time when you need it. And if there's anything that we can do to support you, we're here for you.
I will be going on vacation soon.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm taking like an extra day and a half for Thanksgiving, and then I'm taking an extra day and a half for Christmas.
Staying
So
around
I
here,
take
or
the time.
you get to travel?
I'll be traveling because both of my brothers are in the military. And so my older brother is in Virginia, so I'm traveling out there for Thanksgiving. And now they're on the same coast. He used to live in Seattle, so this sounded way crazier. But now he's in Virginia, and my younger brother's in Georgia, so I'm going down to Georgia for
Very
Christmas.
nice. You have at least more decent weather. I was
Yeah,
in Virginia
fingers crossed.
last year for Thanksgiving, and it was like in the 70s. I mean, it was beautiful weather out there. We were close to DC. We were in Sterling. Where are you going?
Yeah.
I just wanted to echo what you said, you know, if there's some way one of us could, or we could help as a board.
Yeah, absolutely. We're here to support.
I don't even know where he lives anymore.
You just drive around Virginia till
I'll
you
just
find
drive
it.
around.
That's
I'm just
cool.
gonna get in a car, honestly. I'm just gonna go.
Are you driving or are
I'm
you-
traveling with my parents from Chicago, so I'm just gonna get on, follow them onto the flight, and then I'm just gonna follow them to my older brother's car.
Oh, perfect.
And then I just
It's
show
your
up.
decision.
To be made, right? No decision.
I don't have to decide anything. I just have to
I
pack.
drove out there, and I always assume people drive everywhere.
Yeah, me too.
So.
Yeah, this is a new thing because my parents are retired, and so they travel all over the place now, which is
Yeah.
great. But they're like, we need the flight points, and so now we fly everywhere.
It's more enjoyable, that's for sure.
I'm
if
sure
you're-
it
until-
is.
Except the time you spend at the airport, really.
Yeah.
that
Or
could
The
be.
waiting.
the shutdown tonight.
Oh, yeah, that's,
I
that
know,
could be real.
nervous
It'll be
about
done. It'll be done.
Nervous about it. And then the last thing on here, so I volunteered, I filled out a survey, and I've been invited to participate. on the steering committee for the review and revision of the Wisconsin Public Library standards. So those are the standards that we talked about when I pull up the budget and I say, oh, we're on tier 3, tier 1. So it's helping create those standards. They're standards that I complain about a lot, so I feel like I should put my mouth where my money is.
There you go.
That's good. Mhm.
So, looking forward to being on that.
All right, well done. All right, on to financials. Is there anything out of the ordinary that we should be focusing on?
There is absolutely nothing out of the ordinary.
That is good news. That's kind of what I was thinking as I was thumbing through here. It didn't really seem like there was anything to be concerned about.
Nope.
Do any of the other board members have questions or comments? Anything of concern that they want?
Yes.
We got to the check register yet? Is that part of what we're talking about yet?
That
Is
is
that coming up?
what we can talk about right now.
Okay, I just have a question about the leak from pump 4 and boiler room. Is that something that's going to be part of the renovation? Are we replacing that whole thing, or is that something that was?
No, that was just a leak that was repaired. No, so we have 4 boilers. And so one of them is getting replaced supposedly this week. I haven't heard anything about it. But this one was just a regular leak that just needed to be
Interest?
That was it, yep.
Okay,
Good.
thank you.
Yep.
Could I ask about the gutter cleaning? Has that been done monthly?
No, this is just, it just made it onto this check register, even though it
Okay,
happened.
I thought it was on last month's, which is why I was
Yeah.
asking. Okay, all right.
I don't know why it popped up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Any other concerns about the financials? Okay, on to review of library policies and establishing the review schedule.
Sweet. So on this list, I just wanted to put together a list of what I believe to be all of our policies that have been created and approved at the board level. So we have the public facing ones, which I think are the more important ones to address earlier. The guidance for library directors is to review these within a 3-year cycle.
Obviously, you can see that has not been done at these dates or any
Yeah.
indication.
But if you check with every library in the state, you might find something similar.
You would definitely find something similar. I mean,
True concern.
Probably not the highest
absolutely
priority.
true. Absolutely true. So like, I think this is more true for Wisconsin libraries specifically. So if you have libraries that have directors that have come in from other states, this is not on their priority list. It's more of a Wisconsin specific thing because we have very clear protected guidance from state statutes, whereas other states are kind of like, it's a one and done, you made your policy, whatever. It's done until it becomes a problem. However, so in general, the suggestion is to just cover like 1 a quarter until we get on more of a cycle.
Maybe 2.
Yeah, 1 or 2 on a, I'm
we
thinking we
need to
just.
kind of like bump it up a little bit.
I think there's 18 of these, so in theory, we could get through all of them within like a year and a half.
Have you reviewed any or thought, I mean, out of the public-facing ones, are there ones that you think need to be prioritized because the policy needs to be amended somehow? Or is that something that we could help review?
I don't think, I did do a brief read-through of all of these when I made this list. I don't think anything is out of order. I think that they're all okay to continue using as of right now. I think it's important to just make sure the people that are currently on the board have read these policies
I
at
mean, we
least
wouldn't
once.
even have, right, most
Mhm.
of these we wouldn't
Yeah.
even have seen.
Yeah,
probably.
so
Right.
I would just start with the oldest one, so like the ones from 2004 is where I would start, and then we would just move forward that way. And then that way, we'll keep them just up to date. I don't think anything really needs to be changed in them per se. Maybe just how we actually advertise the circulation and internet combined policy. On the website, it's really confusing right now. It's not very clear. So that's more of like an PR or messaging
Sure.
aspect as opposed to the actual verbiage of it.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right, good.
So I just wanted to put that before the board, so that when you start seeing all these policies come on, you're not wondering, why are we always talking about policy now? It's like, well,
But
some
we
of them.
ignored them for quite a while, that's
Yeah.
why. Okay.
My favorite was not the peanut-free policy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we had a lot of talk about that one, I remember that one.
I've heard it was contentious.
I mean, maybe not that, but a lot of discussion.
Yeah.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is discussion and possible approval of the PRA invoices ending in 041, 084, 7155, and 8081, and 10065, for a total of $105,449.47. Let's take a look at those. Just a little slow getting over there. Okay, so the one ending in 8300. Yeah, okay.
They'll
so-
say they're 85% complete, oh wait, this was 87%,
So
90%.
total of the first invoice. Oh, I'm sorry, it ends in 4041, sorry. What is that number that's 40-5110?
It's the project number, so
Project
it's
number,
like
okay,
on there
thank
and
you.
it tracks
Got
our
it.
stuff.
Okay, so our invoice number ending in 041 for the amount of $17,624.94. Let's see, do we know what that
Professional services.
is that?
Yeah, so all of the PRA invoices are all from the architecture firm.
Got it.
So all of the architecture firm invoices, we are responsible for paying. It's not through the grant. The grant is only going to be doing the construction invoices and the construction specific costs.
And the furniture.
The furniture is also us related.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so anything outside of construction, as well as $10,000 of technology, which we've already addressed. Everything else is from us.
Can you help me understand why we have four, oh, never mind, I'm seeing dates. Okay, got it.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of a backlog because I didn't know we had to do these separately.
Okay.
And do the OACF process.
It
So
is.
there's a little bit of a backlog.
Okay, that's what you were referring to earlier when you
Yes.
said backlog. Okay, all right, I did not catch everything that you were saying.
Yes, so I put all of the ones that I know about on the agenda for today, and then going to double check and confirm with Sean that these are all the outstanding ones, just to double check our bases.
Have they had expressed any concerns about not getting paid, or that you have heard?
No,
Okay.
but Sean has like made comments of like, we need to,
Like
like,
this?
he's like, at some point, we need to
Yeah, that's Sean.
get this done.
Yes,
And
okay.
he said
fair
it like 2 times now, so I'm
Okay,
just gonna
so
put them
we're gonna
all on the agenda.
just do it. All
We'll
right.
just- yeah.
So we need to approve each one?
I think you can just make a general approval for, like, one motion to cover all of them.
I move that we approve all 5 invoices. 5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All
Yes.
5 invoices totaling $105,449.47.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those
Aye.
opposed? Dang it, Travis, I am so sorry. You know what?
Should say discussion in between there, before we vote. After the motions, then you say, any discussion. Then we vote.
Okay.
But if I had discussion, I would jump in, so.
Well, that's what I figured. And you made the motion, so I assumed that the discussion would come
No,
first.
the
That
discussion
would
follows.
Travis, did you have discussion?
I had none.
be, okay. Travis, I think you're gonna have to show up here from now on in order for me to remember that you are here.
Big Lipto across the street there.
The big Lipto tea was,
Yeah.
it's confusing for me, okay? Okay, so, did we have anybody opposed to paying? Okay, that motion is carried. The next item is discussion and possible action on dispersing funds from OACF renovation fund to reimburse City of Ripon for PRA invoices totaling $105,449.47. Any comments or discussion on that?
Ah, very good.
So
I'm a quick learner sometimes.
you don't want, that's all you need money for. We would always just do it for exact, not get a bunch of money and have some waiting for the next thing, or, you know what I mean? I don't-
Yeah, so for the OACF disbursement process, we need actual invoices.
Okay.
So we can't just transfer the money
All right.
beforehand.
Okay. Any other questions or comments? Okay, anybody ready to make a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the disbursement of funds from the OACF renovation fund to reimburse City of Ripon for PRA invoices totaling $105,449.47.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed?
Are you ready?
No.
Okay, motion is carried. All right, item number 11, discussion and possible approval of invoice from Thomas Cooler, CPA, for tax review of the Volker estate. So Tom did some work to contact Social Security and review all of the documents that he had, and ultimately,
I don't have this invoice.
oh,
No, we didn't have it.
it was not in the packet?
No.
No, because I don't have it.
Didn't I send it to you? It was on the attachment.
I don't think so.
Did I forget to send the
Just tell us what it
attachment?
is for now.
It's
How much?
$120, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was just the number came through to me.
Oh, it did? I could have swore I put the attachment on there. Oh, okay, I can send it, but it was for $120 for the consultation and for the research that he did in the review of the documents. He ultimately determined that a tax return did not need to be filed in this case, and so the invoice was only $120.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
That makes sense to you? Doug?
Yeah, I didn't think we needed one.
Yeah, I mean,
We checked, that's good.
yeah, that's what I thought. So Travis, do you have any concerns or questions about that?
Not at all.
Okay.
Was that,
You are correct, you did send an attachment. I just
oh,
didn't.
Mary,
You were
I thought we had
right.
to, or
Yes,
was it,
Mary.
or was it, Lud?
No, it was Mary.
Huh,
Yeah.
hey,
Let me just.
I guess we trust him though. He's a tax.
Yeah,
expert.
yes, and he has
Yeah.
been in business in Ripon for a very long time,
Okay,
so
awesome.
Thomas Cooler,
Yeah, that's his name, yeah.
Yeah, so this is the invoice.
okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the payment of the $120 to Thomas Grueller, CPA.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, all those in favor?
I,
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, the motion is carried. Is that something you take care of? Make sure he, okay, all right. I let him know that we would be voting on it today, so.
Good. Is he, I haven't met him, is he, like,
is that
good?
money that you
Yes,
access
he's
from
very
the
nice. He
owner
was
saved them?
quite
Or
helpful,
where did that money-
answered all my
You know
questions.
what I mean? It
Yeah,
didn't come
We
out of
pretty
our
much,
budget.
you don't get it, like, I
So
live
what's
right
gonna
next door to
happen
his
is with
office,
all the
and so
River
I just
Estate
had to like walk
stuff
over there and hand in the
is,
stuff, and,
we pay
yeah,
through
it
the
was,
city, the
it
city
was
is
really,
paid
he made it very
separate.
Or all-
He's,
And then at
he's,
the
I
end
would
of
say he's
everything,
probably
we'll
almost
probably just do
retired
an
would be my
OACF
guess.
reimbursement,
Okay,
just so that everything is totaled.
but you have it all.
Yeah.
Okay, she said, I said, she didn't want it to come out of the budget. She was explaining how it'll come out of the
Okay,
estate.
perfect, okay,
Are we
wonderful.
ready to finish?
Do we have any agenda items for future library board meetings? I know we got,
Yeah.
the bonus is going to be on for the next one. Any other items that anyone has? Okay,
What about bonus? You talking about staff?
yeah, the staff,
We
we'll
did-
add that.
We did finish last time, and then we forgot to put it on this time, so.
So we'll do it next time.
Mhm.
Second week in December,
Is that December 9th?
That is
December,
correct.
Yes.
Yep,
December 9th.
December 9th, be there or be square. Okay, motion to adjourn?
I'm-
Motion. I so moved.
Second.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? We have concluded this library board meeting. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Travis.